Well, when we finished touring off the last album, myself and Danny were faced with a joint decision because we produce and write every single song for the script.
Yeah.
So across the board, we're a self-contained unit. It's usually just us locking ourselves in the studio, making an album, delivered to the label. And then the joint decision came in about should Danny do the voice. It was right when we were recording the album. We were about one
Right.
song in
Right.
when he started it. So he had to go, unfortunately, do the voice every day and come to me in the studio where I was preparing everything while he was away, and then
Right.
he'd come in, correct all the work, and jump on and
Correct
do
it
what he
all.
well, yeah,
That's all wrong.
Undo
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Undo everything I did in the whole day.
Start it all, I think.
No, and that's because it's such a collaborative effort for us. So he comes in, add his flavour to everything, and
So
and
did that
adds
mean
vocals.
that you've been perhaps even more involved in this record than previous ones?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah,
Yeah, much
yeah.
more involved. Even vocally, much more involved. Unfortunately, as well.
Sure. What is the record? Is it #3? Is it 3? What is it called?
Online people will call it #3 because that's the terminology, but on the street level, people will call it number 3.
I see.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. And do you go in the studio when you get to it to with a master plan for the new album, or do you see what happens?
No.
You kind of just go in and have a cup of tea. That's how we all start.
Yeah.
It really is, and we kind of sit down and go, right, well, what do we want to achieve towards the end of this album? And with the script, it's always, let's just reach an emotional level that we haven't gone to before. Let's just, like, anything that we wanted to get out or just want to, we use it as a confession box, really do. Music is, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. You can go in and just get all your sins out in music, and that's what we did with this album. It's funny because you write something that's very personal to you, but it ends up being sung by thousands of people at a stadium, and that's, I guess we have the experience now in order to go, right, well, I think this might work. Again, it's all we just think. We don't know until we get it out there, but yeah, #3 or number 3.
And has that process, the songwriting thing, has that changed over the years? It get
has.
easier?
Yeah, it's getting, we're getting more accomplished in that area, I believe. You know, it's like anyone, if you spend like a muscle, you spend enough time on it, you develop it. And yeah, I think we've really gotten better lyrically, melodically, and our production skills as well is getting that bit better because we're artists at the end of the day, and we're trying to be unique and produce a record by ourselves. And it's by making mistakes sometimes that you stumble across something original, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what for us it is most times. So we just go in and just try our best and really push ourselves and challenge ourselves at every album. Yeah.
We're going to play in the new single, which features will.i.am, which is brilliant.
Yeah, thank you.
A Hall of Fame. What inspired this?
Everyday people. We had written it about 6 months before the Olympic, and of course the Olympic frenzy was slightly heating up around the UK, and we live in London. And every day going into the studio, we were noticing more and more people actually getting off their bums and getting out there and raising money for charities and doing these charity runs and walks and things like that. And it's a massive effort for some of these people because they're not athletes, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was for everyday people. It was to inspire people like that to go out there and actually do something and not try shoot low, shoot high. And suddenly becomes relevant because obviously the Olympics is out. And
Does it
it
feel
ties
like
in.
about getting gold and things? In
Yeah,
the
well,
song,
you know, because it is about that as well. You know,
yeah,
that's you want to show people that it's okay to think big and reach high. You know.
Brilliant. Let's put it on. Danny, do an intro for
Oh,
me.
here we go.
Here he goes.
How you doing? This is the script. This is our brand new single, Hall of Fame, featuring will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas.